Hey, what's up, guys? So, I'm gonna be turning 20 years old soon. And let's say, just for the sake of this conversation, I live to 100 years old. If I live to 100, when I turn 20, I'm a fifth done with my life. And I've been thinking a lot about death. And not the sense of, oh, what if I die soon? Not like that. But just how it's such a weird phenomenon because of how conscious we are of that we're alive, that we're here right now experiencing this thing that we call life, and one day we won't be here and this will be gone. Now what happens after we die is another conversation to have about the potentials of that, but just for this, it's just so weird that we're here and one day we're not going to be. And I think if you can start to look at death, and I can't come on here and say I've completely eliminated the fear of death all in all, because I haven't, but I have adopted this different mindset of, instead of being super afraid that I'm gonna die one day, it's like, well, I'm gonna die one day. Maybe I should take the opportunities that I have in my life and try to live a life that I find fulfilling and purposeful, that helps other people as well as myself. And I think this slight change in mindset of, instead of I'm super afraid of death, start to view it as, it's in a sense a blessing that we don't have unlimited time here. And I saw a movie quote, I don't know what the movie was, but the character was talking about how the gods envy us because they're immortal and they live forever, and we're only here for a certain amount of time, because if we lived forever, we would have experienced all that the universe and God and existence has to offer. If we lived forever, we would have the same experience over and over again, meet people in a different body, but it wouldn't be quite different. It's like, oh, we've done this a billion times before. So it gives everything more meaning. That when you're spending time with people, you realize that you don't have forever with them. You only have a certain period of time, and this can allow you to feel more grateful for the experiences and people that you have, because this, like I've always talked about, this present moment is all we have, and it's not going to last forever. It goes by every single second that ticks. I mean, seconds are kind of an illusion, but each what we call seconds that passes, this present moment is now gone, now it's a new one. Looking at death in a little bit different light like this, you start to realize that life isn't that serious. It's like, all this is going to be over one day. So maybe I should try and talk to that person that I've always wanted to network with. Maybe you should go up to that cute girl or guy that you've been wanting to talk to, right? All these little things that seem little. I mean, let's just use the example of, let's say, on the super basic level, of a girl or a guy that you've wanted to ask out for a little while. You can sit in your head and be socially anxious and be like, oh, what if they reject me? Or what if blah, 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 instead of actually going up to them, talking to them, leading into it, and then asking them that, and they either say yes or no. And if they say yes, then there you go, your opportunity is right there. All you have to do is take one step and start to talk to the person, and now maybe that person will be your boyfriend or girlfriend one day. I mean, who knows, right? Or maybe they do reject you, and guess what, you then realize that they aren't the person for you, and you had this crush on this person, and you guys weren't meant to be together. And then that just solves your issue of sitting in your mind of like, oh, do they like me? Should I go talk to them? It's, when you break it down, it's stupid to not take action. And then another scenario with person, for example, maybe it's somebody that, you have the opportunity to meet in person that's always near you. Maybe they're a super intelligent person. You feel like they're smarter than you, and they're excelling in an area where you want to excel in. Instead of being like, they're doing better than me, that guy's annoying, etc., etc. Why don't you go up to that guy and ask him how he got there? And ask him questions, because I'm sure he'd be happy to answer. I mean, I know, let's say uh, like I developed my confidence. For example, I used to be super socially anxious, and I'm more confident now. If somebody came up to me and saw me 5 years ago, and then saw me now and was like, Brad, how'd you become confident? I'd love to tell them about it. I love to talk about it, right? Because these concepts help other people, and people aren't. Everybody is selfish to a degree, but people aren't as selfish as you think. People like to talk about things that will help you as well, right?